On today's podcast, it's like super. Obviously, you can see the difference. I have some guests, so this is the first time.
We're guests.
Yes.
Guess.
And do we do? Should we go by cool code names, or should I introduce you by real names?
You know what my code name is.
Okay, this is Chava. Most of you guys have
Lando.
No, or,
Excuse me.
Oh yeah. Well, you're gonna have to explain that. Like,
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Lando. I go by Lando.
yeah.
The Big Easy.
Okay.
The Big Dirty.
Yeah.
And
Dirt,
I-
dirt.
Dirt McGirt.
And I already know how to politely, associate with my friend here, but I have no idea how you would like to share your information. This is like the first time they're being on camera, maybe.
Yeah. Super nervous. You just call me Bear.
There you go, Bear. Okay.
Bear.
Okay.
So, because he's familia, he goes by Oso.
So on today's podcast, this is just a surprise, kind of like a surprise podcast.
That's what Lando does.
Yes. So we're starting. We're starting with some beverages.
Yeah.
I guess we can show them what we got.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Check this out.
Barbarian.
You see it?
Haze.
Is
It's
it?
not really nice. It's really not hazy, but it's delicious.
All right. So, it's from Three Floyds. Three Floyds is from the Midwest, Indiana, Munster, Indiana.
Yeah.
They're an incredible brewery. Now, here's the thing. I think there's a whole lot of opinions that are going to differ from mine. I am not a fan of Three Floyds, but I have personal reasons why. Pat, why is Three Floyds?
This is Bear. This is Bear. This is Bear.
Oh, Pat,
Also,
Pat, it's
also,
cool. Bear, aka Pat.
also, aka also.
Also.
Why? Which
Also
means,
Boco. Yeah.
Also is bear in Spanish.
Yeah.
Also, why is Three Floyds so popular in our area?
It's local. It's like a lot of times it was hard to get, especially with zombie dust. It started the whole phase.
Yeah.
A lot of things. If you go there, I recommend. I don't think they're like restaurants open or the pubs open.
No, I'm pretty sure it's
It's
not.
carry out.
I never
Only-
even knew that
only-
there was a restaurant.
Oh, dude, it's
But-
fire.
If you go there and it's open, just be suspect to that. They probably treat you like shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't treat you like shit because it's like a gimmick. They treat you like shit because it's more of like a an attitude, more of like we're gonna take you for granted. Like it's more of
It's a mentality.
it's a mentality, man. And it kind of sucks, right? You see it through all art forms when someone takes their patron, their customer for granted, and it really sucks. And it kind of disappoints me. First time I went there, I had a horrible experience. The restaurant was phenomenal. Had to wait like 4 hours. We still sat down. Still amazing. Going through the tour, it was supposed to be a free tour. And we go in and they start collecting money. And the guy was like, it's $10. $10 cash. And then he's taking this $10 cash and he's putting it in his pocket. There's a couple that comes way later. Not way later, like 15 minutes later after we get in. And he's like, it's 20 heads a piece. And he's like collecting this cash, put it in his pocket. Again, that stuff is not cool, man. Like we're fans of the beer. We're fans of the fact that they're from Indiana. We're fans of the fact that they're from Munster. We're fans that they're making incredible quality beer. I love the ingredients and the complexity of the beers they're making. Like they're bar none, right? The combination and the palette that they're putting out on every single beer that they're experimenting with is amazing. But the fact that you can have the audacity to say
$10, $20.
I don't care who you are, then that kind of it kind of sucks, right? It kind of sucks with anything, right? Whether we're drinking beers, whether you're eating food, it's gonna suck. It's really gonna suck, right? And that's kind of my experience. My experience is Three Floyds makes a beer once a year that's rated one of the best beers in the world. And it's called Dark Lord. And it's an Imperial Stout. If you don't know what Imperial Stout is, it's a super heavy dark beer. We're talking, what, 12%?
Maybe 15.
Maybe 15%.
It depends on the year.
Depends on the year, but we're talking about a beer that is 15%, guys. Your typical Budweiser is 4.5?
Yeah, if that.
Right, 4.5%.
4.2 on Bud Light, I believe.
Right, guys. 14, 15%. You're drinking wine, a wine of a beer, which is beautiful because, like, for me, craft beer is, I think, our generation's version of wine, right? Where everyone before us is going to be like, oh, wine and Malbecs and this and that. Like, great. I've got craft beers. I've got incredible craft beers from all around our nation. It's incredible, right? I love craft beers. But you've got a 14, 15% craft beer, one of the best made in our area. You got to get a ticket. All proceeds go to this special cause, right? The last year
Look
I
who
went.
showed up in the chat.
Hey!
Hey!
Yo! It's late! Why are you up?
Why are you awake, Polo?
Dude, it's dude, why are you awake? Go to bed. You know what? Go to head. Go to head right now.
Okay, I'll tell you guys some.
Lord of mercy.
I'll tell you some insight. Ava doesn't drink beer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
all this information is like, you know, going through one ear and out the other.
Well, I'm gonna get to it.
I don't drink
hey,
at
baby,
all.
That's okay.
Right. So here's the deal. So if whether you're a drinker or not, it's when you go to this one-time event once a year to get this one super special beer, you're buying tickets, and you're hoping that the money that you're buying a ticket for, is actually going to the non-for-profit they say it's going to. Well, turns out there's been many years it wasn't going to the non-profit.
And Pat has been there? You've been there?
Yeah,
He's
been
got
there.
a Dark Lord. And it also
It's more
turns
like
out...
Blackout Lord towards the end.
Yeah,
If
because
you're not a
what is
seasoned
that?
veteran,
you get so inebriated that you're just it's done. So here's the deal: is you get your ticket, and if you can get your ticket, you're lucky. But when you go there, years past, year one, it was a bunch of great people getting together, sharing their home brews, it was a community of great craft beer makers. It was just amazing, right? And then it evolved and turned into something that was just kind of like not cool. And it followed the path of this like really kind of like shitty customer
very
experience.
eccentric, like know-it-alls that don't know anything.
Right.
Just
and
throwing that up.
And it was just backed up by, oh, well, this is our brewery. You don't like it? Get out of here. And that's been the experience. So, Three Floyds, like, I used to love them. I used to be one of the biggest fans. I still love their seasonal Malaco, which is a milk stout. But seriously, like it became nonsense. Like you don't want to be a part of that. Like you don't want to be a part of an experience that also kind of kicks dirt in your face at the same time. Like you don't need that. No one needs that. Like,
you know what? Something very similar happens like that on Twitch for, say, someone like me.
Yeah.
I'm streaming and I become successful little by little, and all of a sudden, boom, one day a video hits on YouTube that I made, or some stream, like I do a stream fail and it becomes like super hilarious throughout the platform, and all of a sudden I get a whole bunch of viewers, and all of a sudden it gets to my head.
Yeah.
And then all the money comes in and it gets even more to my head, and all of a sudden my hardcore viewers like Demon.
I was gonna say, "What's up, Demon?"
Yeah,
dude. What's up, dude?
Demon like mentions that to me, and he goes like, "Man, like you're gonna be famous, and then you're gonna forget about us."
We're good, by the way, guys.
Bolo, love you, baby.
Yeah.
I hope you're feeling
Demon.
better. Bolo was suffering from a really, 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 really nasty cold, and he even got COVID tested, and he's fine. No, he didn't have COVID. Love you, baby.
Man.
Anyway,
other than the beer, you see, as you can tell, Chava is, and Bear. I gotta get used to that.
Also,
Bear.
They're drinking a beer.
When it comes to beer, you guys, they will, especially if you're a first time drinker, will sit there and just help you find that great beer.
not just beer, like this.
Yeah,
this guy's
beer,
the master. Spirits,
spirits,
Pat
anything. Busting and drinking makes me feel good, like Ghostbusters. I don't know. I really like to help alleviate people that are very like awkwardly social about coming into drinking. If you have a question, there's no like stupid question about like I like sweet stuff. Cool, I got the perfect sweet thing for you. It ain't me, but it's this booze.
Write that in your notebook, guys. That is the smoothest line ever.
Yeah, it's patent by this guy named Pat.
Also,
Pat
Also's got it.
Here's the deal about.
Yeah.
Here's the deal about also. Today is the first day that I had a chance to officially hang out with also. Okay, and we went out and we got some drinks and had some food, and he took out his phone and started playing some music, but not just any random music you hear on the radio, or some like random playlist that of his he was playing some educational like stuff like the disc jockeys that were talking, and they were talking about every song that was being played before it aired, and we're sitting there kicking it and just chilling. And then there was another table of guys, biker guys, and they're in their own little zone, but they kept on hearing Oso's music. And then one guy just keeps on looking over, and he's like, "Man, that table's like way cooler."
They were like, I wish your music was playing on the speaker.
Now. Yeah. I mean, give a shout out to people like, music it brings people together. Like, just like go out there.
I tell them it's magic.
Yeah, it's magic.
But how about a shout out to people who are really genuine and mean something in your life? Like, I consider both of these dudes incredible people. Like Pat, I've known for many, many years. And what I love about someone, you got to find a Pat in your life. You got to find an Oso in your life, guys. Because this dude is the real deal. He's always there when you need him. He's always checking out on you. Seriously, like someone like this in your life is like the bumper guards when you're bowling. And make sure you're gonna hit a strike, or you're at least gonna hit something. Like, how many people say they know an Oso in their life? Like, for real. Like, for real. Like, this dude is a real deal. Like, this dude is a brother from another mother. And when people say that loosely. But it's not until you mean it that it means something. And I'm telling you, like, this dude is a real deal. And, dude,
like helping out people.
Yeah. So, So tell him. So, Pat, what's going on, Doug?
Oh, yeah.
What's the news?
Good news.
We got incredible news.
Good news.
Yeah.
Incredible news.
A local artist here in town. Can we like divulge?
Start it off. Yeah.
Alex Ann. Give a shout out. Woo! Yeah. She does a lot of murals here around downtown South Bend. And she just got accepted to one of the amazing schools in Chicago of art.
Yep, the Academy of the Arts.
Yeah, and we're raising money to help this young lady out
Yeah,
who's
get through college.
She's like 22, right?
Yeah,
she's fucking amazing though.
Yeah. Doing murals all over town.
Yeah, murals all over town. On the side of buildings, she likes to tag. She's not a tagger. She does a lot of murals. She did like a mural for Navarre, elementary school, which is awesome. Every day, like a child goes in there, they like look at her mural and they're like, it just inspires.
Oh, the one with the hands and the tree that.
So and what about Zen Coffee right across the street from Matt's place?
That just got done. That just finished.
Yep.
So we've got a young lady who's absolutely incredible in the world of arts and who has always dreamed of being able to catapult herself to that opportunity to get the full level of education that she needs to be able to be a full, well-rounded artist, and she got it. She got accepted. However, life is what it is, and it's expensive. Education is expensive, especially if you're going to go to a higher level of education, and she can't afford it. Not because she doesn't want to, not because she's not working hard. It's just because life is what it is. There's a lot of things. So, long story short, we're trying our best. This man also trying his best, trying our best
today. This man
to help her get to a goal to be able to afford to go to her college, and we highly support her. She's one of the greatest artists in our local area. She's incredible. She's a little diva doing her thing, and I'm just humbled and proud to know her. Former employee of mine, and I'm going to support her all the way until I'm not breathing anymore. So
I'll give you a CPR. Sorry.
CPR.
I'll revive you to make it happen.
But you see, like, you know how Demon is wishing, but the thing is, like, that wish is like feasible.
Yeah.
It's you just gotta
pass it around.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to wish. Just if there's something that you see, or someone that you see that needs help, just help them out. Yeah. It doesn't have to be a wish. You just help people out.
Yeah.
You know?
No, Demon. You know. I know this is your first time meeting Demon.
Yeah.
But both of them, Ava, Demon. There was a time when I wasn't streaming for like 6 months, or like longer. Those two, they would whisper me on Twitter, Discord, any kind of means. The Steam application for games, there's a messaging.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Or I'll say like, hey, I'm feeling kind of sick. Like, like, what's wrong? Go take this. You take medicine. Are you drinking water? Are you eating food? Are you sleeping right? Both of them.
Yeah. Like the Foo Fighters. Like, there goes my Adam.
Yeah.
Watch him as he talks.
I love that song. But yeah, man. Demon is saying, I wish there were more people. But the thing is, Demon doesn't realize is that he is one of those people. And Ava is one of those people. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you're right, Ava. Yes, he doesn't eat all the time. He needs to.
No.
And get enough rest. Yeah. This dude is doing the most. Yes.
He is.
Yes.
Yeah. So
today,
the reason why we're talking about this because today they messaged me and said, "Hey, we have questions about streaming," and I'm like, "Huh? Can you meet us across the street?" At Oso's. I always think it's your place. Like
it is.
It is his place.
It is.
Yeah.
I worked 15 years to get there.
Yeah.
So we go across the street. Across the street is like one of the most beautiful, the most elaborate. I don't even want to call it a liquor store. I just
call it a bottle shop.
A bottle shop.
Bottle shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go there. Chava doesn't even tell me. He just says we have some questions about streaming, and I'm like, okay. And I was taking a snooze, so I just zombie walked across the street, and all of a sudden they give me this wonderful bit of information about helping somebody that I know for a long time as an artist, and said we need to get her to get her on a stream, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got done talking and sharing all the information I have, they were like, their heads were spinning and freaking trying to take notes as I was talking.
All the notes.
Going analog with the left hand.
Yeah.
Woo, pen in my pad.
Yeah.
Again, guys, it's a daunting task to be able to help someone get to their financial goals to make their education feasible. I know a lot of folks. Like I know people who are like, immediately when I reached out to someone who I thought was going to be able to help, and I was looking for their company to scholarship. I own a small business in town, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna leverage my company to get more companies to be able to give. And I reached out to someone, and they were like, well, I never had someone help me. And I'm like, that's precisely the reason to give. That's why you want be the person you wish you had in your life, please.
Yeah.
I'm a classically trained artist. I didn't have this in my life. I wish I did. So now I'm trying to be that.
Yeah.
So again, the attitude isn't, hey guys, where's my cut, or I wish I had that, so therefore I'm not going to do it. No, there's this incredible young talented person that hopefully through their art will be able to make a difference in our lives. And even if they don't, so be it. It's still a great cause.
Yeah.
Right? So, holy shit, can I cuss? I'm sorry.
I cuss all the time.
Okay,
Just said shit. So
holy shit, like guys, like
called the shit poo.
Holy poo.
Wait, we were talking about poo earlier.
Yeah.
Remember, poo is no.
Well, poo in Danish.
Sorry,
I believe,
Ava.
is treasure.
Sorry, Ava. But
Sorry, Ava.
One of my most sincere forms of conversation is I cuss a lot. So I apologize. It's all sincerity. I do.
Scat in Danish. Don't quote me on this, but I'm like 80% sure, Ava. Scat, which means
Scat.
poo,
It does.
is treasure in Danish. Look it up. You got the interwebs. Look it up.
Well, we were talking
Check it
about
out.
another word. I said caca or something like that.
Caca, poo, pee, pee.
Ich kacke in meine Hose in Deutsch means I poop in my pants in German. You can probably look that up, Ava. I hope it brings a smile to your
Caca.
face.
Caca.
Ich kacke, which means poop in German.
Yeah.
But it's just great to help out a young, aspiring artist
Reach your goals.
to reach her goals.
Yeah. Why not?
Marrying her art, basically.
Yeah. Why not? Why
Yeah.
not?
Why not?
Why not?
Like,
Why
why
not?
not? Like,
That's the whole
if I
point.
can
Why
help
not?
someone out, man, it's awesome. It feels great.
Yeah.
Especially
And
when they're trying their hardest to help themselves.
Dude, like
why not?
when you see her, you're gonna be like,
Holy shit.
yeah, she's like covered in art. She's
Yeah.
just paint on her fingernails, paint on her clothes. She's like swims in it. She's just and as happy as anybody could ever be.
Like a pig in the mud, man.
Yeah.
Like she had her like yellow blazer jacket on and her shorts
Yeah.
with like paint all over her shorts as she was receiving this award and cutting a ribbon at the school, Navarre. That her and her other partner Lauren and who else was there?
Salfiner. Those are the two that I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were there and they were just happy and it was just cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool that like younger kids can walk in and like look at that and think that someone just drew that out of like nowhere and inspired them to
So here's what's fun, right? We've talked about what's current, what's new, what's happening right now. Literally, what we're physically working on are the projects that we're working on. If anyone wants to help, please, we'll take it in any which way you got it. Message Adam. This dude is the most.
Yes.
So he's doing what he's doing. However, what do you guys want to talk about? This is Adam Speaks, volume number 7. This is a very special number, 7. It's very lucky.
It happens to be 7, yeah.
It happens to be 7. This is the first time he has guests on his podcast.
Yes.
It's talk.
Thanks for having us here. By the
Yeah,
way.
brother.
It was just like it happened
Yeah, dude.
naturally, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us here.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So let's talk. What's happened?
Oh, Bolo doesn't.
Oh,
Bolo's
this
in?
is Bolo. This is Pat. This is Pat, baby.
Pat.
You know Pat.
I don't know who Polo is, but hey,
That's my
Marco.
son. You know my son,
Oh,
Polo.
shoot. Polo.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Polo. ¿Cómo está?
That's Castilian. That's good. That's So, guys, send us a topic. What's going on? What do we want to talk about? Do you guys have anything? I have a couple hot topics.
I was gonna say I can come.
They
up
might be
with...
too hot though. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
You start. Let's talk. What's going on? What do you got?
I've been always getting into topics about, when people say, I like that guy because, being real. Okay. I was talking about like inspirational videos and how to be real, but technically really like when people are saying that, I finally have two other people here to, contradict and maybe explain in your own ways.
Oh shit! So do you want to do a who's keeping it real?
Yeah, but why do you
Who's keeping it real?
Now this was all day.
Right now.
But what I'm trying to say is, but like why? What?
Yes, we're dorks.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Boys
What makes you
and girls
get to that level to go? You know what? That dude is real. That dude's not lying. That's the truth.
Because of some. It's life.
Do you feel it? Do you feel it?
Well, okay. So throw a name out there, dude.
Throw a name out. Well, Joe Rogan.
Not keeping it real, dude.
Not
no,
keeping it real.
No.
I said it because that's a good one. A good example.
Okay. Here's the thing. I don't know the guy personally.
Right. Me neither.
So I'm not gonna judge that way.
Yes, I am not going to judge.
Dude, here's what I'll say. I'm an incredible fan of his from News Radio. News Radio for me.
Oh, dude, you smile every time you say
that. Go
that.
back and look it up if you don't know. News Radio for me was one of the greatest, most off-tangent, hilarious shows ever. It was a type of comedy that was very, very specific, right? It was very dry wit and intellectual. And
You can't jump on this wagon.
So I saw Joe Rogan there for the first time. Now that dude was awesome and hilarious. And then I experienced him as a commentator with the UFC. I'm a huge UFC fan, and I'm like, dude, this dude is awesome. He knows his shit, right? Awesome dude. And then out of nowhere, I can't say out of nowhere. I can't discredit what this guy did. Years and years and years of him creating catalogs of podcasts catapulted this guy into this like Oprah-like status for dudes.
Oh yeah, tell him.
Instead of it's Joe.
It's Joe.
It's Joe. You get HGH. You get HGH. Everybody gets HGH.
But here's the thing. Like, not to discredit Oprah, dude. She fulfilled a need for women. Good.
Yes.
Right. She did good. She could have been insidious and she could have been evil. She could have been warping women's mind into doing horrible shit, like whatever. But she did it. Oprah, incredible human being. This dude, Joe Rogan, up to this point has,
his podcasting career.
Well, up until recently, like
it got crazy.
Like he wasn't doing that, and he was staying middle path. But recently, he's kind of got like a little weird, man. Understanding that his viewership is like in the millions. Like Adam has always wanted me to listen and experience Joe Rogan, and I'm like, no, it's not my thing. I'm not gonna do it. Like I don't got time. Like whatever.
I never forced you.
There was maybe like I listened to one podcast, and I was driving my boys up, Polo and Tavi, out on a road trip, and we drove up to Canada, and we listened to an interview only because Adam was and another guy that you guys have had on the stream, Neil, was like, "Oh, you gotta listen to Joe Rogan." It just so happens to be that time period when I listened to it was Joe Rogan and Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah, I remember that episode.
This episode of Joe Rogan and Kevin Hart, while I'm driving to Canada, it's a 6-hour drive, 5-hour drive, with me and my boys in the car, was absolutely one of the greatest experiences ever. Not because of the facilitator, and again, not to discredit Joe Rogan, but the interviewee, Kevin Hart, was drop dead, inspirational, amazing, incredible on all levels. Seriously, like I have never experienced anyone being so downright honest and sincere about what he was saying. As a father, as a husband, as a person, as a human being, it was inspirational. It was amazing. It was incredible. If you haven't looked it up or heard it, I highly recommend it. And then that was the last experience I had. Now kind of moving forward, there's been some things out there that has been happening where
Politically
driven, informationally driven. It's been very politically driven, I think. That this guy, Joe Rogan, has been putting out there into the ether that has just been so staunch.
You're gonna make it.
We're gonna make it, man.
Staunch one direction or the other. And I'm saying it's not good. It's not good because how many viewers does this dude have?
Yeah, just
Like 1 million or 500,000.
he's the number one podcaster. Yeah. He's got all the viewers.
All the viewers. He's got all the viewers. All the ears, all the eyeballs. And you have someone who is just downright forcing his opinions on folks without fact-checking himself.
Yes.
Yeah,
and the first thing, my boys, Bolo, who's in the stream right now, will tell you, the first thing I say to him is, who are your sources? Check your sources. Where are your sources?
Right.
Who are your sources? Like, let's figure this out. And then check your sources. Check your sources. Do the homework. It's important.
But they get lazy at times.
That's closer to being more scientifically driven than it is just empirical or just hearsay. Know your sources and then check their sources.
Right.
Information is not just easily given. You need to find true information.
Yeah.
What you get discerning from that information is something completely different. It's going to be, imagine this. Do you want to breathe true air, or do you want to have a filter upon 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 a filter, and then that's what you get?
There was a funny thing that happened about air. On a tweet that I saw, there was a company selling air.
That's cool.
Okay, and what's his name? The rapper that's running for president.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Kanye.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
So Kanye.
I'm Arnold. I rap, and that's what I do, and I trap.
And listen, man, Kanye was buying this air stuff, and he was like, "Oh man, I love this stuff," and he tweeted it out. And I go, Kanye, you do know that air is free, you know? You're buying the logo and the can.
Are you sure we're not talking about like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Total Recall? Come on, Cohaven. You got what you want. Give the people they are. Get down. Anyways,
so again, I mean, look. It's when you give someone that much power, it's hard for one person to wield that much power. And again,
that goes back to
I appreciate that guy. He's an incredible dude. Dude's an awesome ass dude. He's an incredible martial artist, incredible comedian, incredible actor. Like, he earned that platform he's on. However, when you wield that, he should know better. It's like a martial artist. He should know this. When you're a martial artist, if you were a martial artist and learn this lethal kick, and he goes into competition, and he's just throwing it around against his competition, lethal kick, shame on him, man.
There's a rule like that for samurai when they take their sword out, right? They always keep it sheathed.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just think like
Well, I thought you were gonna tell us some samurai stuff, man.
No. I'm just saying like for Danny, like when he came out in Karate Kid, you know, you keep using that like high kick every time.
The crane kick.
The crane kick.
You gotta do that
every
crane
time,
kick.
Man. Every time.
They're gonna know it's coming.
You know, well, not even that. It's just like you just, yeah.
Too much focus power.
Too much focus power. Too much power. I think that you should limit your power if you have the power.
But that goes back to like being famous on like as a streamer.
Yeah.
You know,
like,
you're humbled, and then all of a sudden you get all these viewers and all this money coming in, and all of a sudden you're
just stay humble and just you know tell people to be
money's
cool.
Money's coming in, dude.
Money ain't nothing. If your soul is like being sold,
okay,
for that money.
Well, it happened.
It did. To some people, not everyone, but for on the real. But hey, do you guys know what Mario's favorite kind of pants are? Denim, denim, denim. Denim, 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 denim. All right, lighthearted. All right, cool.
I liked the joke. I was laughing.
Yeah,
I liked it.
You know it's a bad joke when you laugh at your own joke.
No, comedians laugh.
All right, so Joe Rogan again. I love the dude. He's a great dude. I don't think he means any harm, but I also think when you're wielding that much power, the slightest flicker of your wrist can mean catastrophe.
But he's been using
where before the dude can be like this. I am whatever I am, and
but he has this weapon he thinks he has, and he says, "But what do I know? I'm stupid.
Well,
don't listen to me."
Okay.
He throws that. He throws that.
No.
card.
Okay, that's okay. Look up Plato.
Okay.
Or The Last Dragon.
Aristotle and Plato. The great
movie.
That was like the biggest thing they would say is, well, but what do I know? Right? It's the greatest cop out ever, and it means therefore I don't have any responsibility over this bullshit. And it's garbage. It's garbage. I almost said crabbage. It's between the concept of garbage and crabs. Crabbage.
And also it just means that the beer is good.
Well, I'm almost ready for the next one. So,
God damn.
Anyways, so that's that dude.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think he means harm, but he's got a family, he's got daughters, but I don't think it means any kind of harm. But at the same time, when you wield that much power, it demands that much more responsibility.
Yes.
Right.
He's got to be like Spider-Man.
No, beyond that. Dude, this dude is beyond This dude is like Magneto now. This dude can like destroy the world. This dude is like Thanos level now. When you got this billions of people.
If Joe Rogan said everybody freaking...
I just think like when someone like has a voice platform, you should use that voice and do a little bit more research before you like make those assertions about like Joe Rogan shit.
Yeah, but he was duped.
Yeah.
As easily as anyone else on the internet can be duped.
Yeah.
And people are duped every day.
Yeah.
And all I ask is to be skeptical. We are in the era of click and paste. All right? So one of my... Copy paste.
It's copy pasta.
Well, okay. Okay, sorry. You can quote me on this. We're in the copy paste era. And this is why. Because one of my favorite authors is Jack Kerouac, and he created the beat era, right? Well, I think we're in the copy paste era, and we're in the world of not having to be original or create any original content anymore. Everything can be copy pasted from something else, and it's just a slight divergent from something else that was original, right? It's almost like a throw up a little bit in your mouth kind of experience, right? And that's what it is. It's kind of disturbing. Like, where's the true, incredible original content that should be created?
Let me take what he was saying in regards to this whole stream right now. A couple days ago, well, all the podcasts, like 1, 2, and 3, I think it was, I was using other people's backgrounds on my streams. And then Chava chimed in and started giving his views of the stream, and he's like, why aren't you advertising you? Like, have your art, your stuff, and what what has been given to you, why don't you have that in the background? So that's why the background is changed, just in case you are wondering why I don't have like all the fancy little backgrounds in the background. But
got fancy background right here, man.
Dude, how long has it been since someone has done that? Probably
like 2 seconds ago.
Probably high school. Yeah. So I'll call out that time you had that talk with me.
Yeah,
that was like a freaking like awesome game changer. Even though we butted heads.
No,
it was.
I did not butt heads.
Well, see,
you were in a really bad spot.
Yeah, but it was a spot that I told myself I gotta learn. I gotta learn from this.
But it came, guys, on my expense. It came with a lot of kicking and screaming and
you didn't give up. You never gave up,
dude. When do I, dude?
Yeah,
you're my family. You're my brother. When am I gonna give up on you, dude?
He gave me constructive criticism, and I failed. I failed professionally. I failed just plainly. I hit the ground hard, but yet I went home and immediately fixed it.
When he failed, I picked him back up.
Yeah,
and then I took him home, and he was good.
No, I took you home.
Oh yeah, you drove.
Whoa, you guys are taking each other home?
No. We were at the View. We were at the View.
Yeah.
It was his time to drive.
Yeah.
And he dropped me off at home.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, the View, by the way, if you don't know, locally, is the greatest dive bar in the area with the most incredible burgers you'll ever have in your life.
Yeah.
If you ever want a picture-perfect burger, like cartoon-style burger that you've ever seen in real life, it's going to be at this place. Seriously. Like, I make it a point in my life to go there at least once a week. It is that incredible.
Yeah. What about you? I seen you there a couple times.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'm already fat as it is, so like I can't
You're not
eat like
fat, dude.
cheeseburgers every day.
Cheeseburger paradise?
Yeah, I'm not like Terry Crews, cheeseburger man. Popping and locking. All I do is pop, then lock, and then fall down because I'm old. But yeah, that place is awesome. Just help your fellow human being out, man. If you see someone that's struggling, just ask them like what you can do to help them out. That's all. Yeah. That's all I want to say.
Yeah. And sometimes you don't even need to ask. Sometimes you know what the right thing is.
Yeah.
And just do it. That's all. Like, again, I've come through this life understanding the worst of the worst. I was raised by a single mother, right? I have an older sister and brother, and my mom had very little education. And we lived in the most ghetto of ghettos in our area. It was actually the most investigated location by the FBI in the 80s. And I'm dating myself, but in the 80s, because of the blood and crypt activity, the drug activity, and the drive-bys and everything that was happening, and the drug dealings and the killings and everything that was happening. And somehow you persevere, right? Somehow you find a way to make things better.
You said today you got revenge in an interesting way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And Chava made me realize that I got revenge in an interesting way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I didn't explain.
Was it that bum you hit on the side of the road?
Or was it you like tricking me into coming to this podcast and making a jackass out of
Oh, so
this is like a joke for all
He
of us.
made
Like,
you-
yeah, come on, Pat. Come on,
No,
hang out.
no. No, I don't want to tell your story. I almost like maybe you probably don't want to repeat your story, but I'll sum them up. I'll sum them up quickly because they're touching, they're personal, but hopefully I can do it in a just way. Chava went through hell going to school, but he survived through his intelligence, and
school kind of came easy.
he overcame the obstacles that was given to him as a young kid trying to get a proper education. And then for me, I grew up with a mother that was getting beat all the time by my dad, and then I grew up to I wouldn't say despise violence, but I grew up to be like utterly and thriving to be so humble that it makes me become like a hermit at sometimes. But
He's a hermit, guys.
but it's kind of like a weird revenge. Like I never became my dad, and Chava survived, school in that unique way. But now I'm kind of curious now. Do you think you got some kind of interesting revenge? Something that was...
Well, I grew up with my parents. My parents are still together, thankfully. But my dad is a third generation logger who had a logging accident and became addicted to opioids.
Fuck.
And I grew up with that. And don't take painkillers. Hardest thing I take is Tylenol, Advil, every once in a while an edible, or take a toke off, hit off the bong.
So your revenge was like knowing you gained control.
Yeah, I gained control.
Yeah.
Of myself, and it's tough. It's tough growing up in these times. So if
But it moves fast too.
it does, I have to say is, stay true to yourself, ask questions, and do your research.
Yeah, question everything.
Question everything.
Everything.
And
Again,
if you get the same answer from the same person, then maybe you should look elsewhere.
Yeah.
Venture out. Don't just stick to that one source of information.
Do not be happy.
Venture out.
Do not be happy with just
One
consuming
answer.
things. What I always tell my boys, and Polo may get mad at this, is do not download your intelligence or your personality. Again, I'll say it. Do not download your personality or your intelligence, meaning don't go online and just consume things and say, oh, I'm smarter because of this, or this is who I am because of this. No, not at all. Again, don't take someone else's part-time hobby or art form as being something as credible. It's not. It's not science. Social media is not science. Social media is not a true ism. There's no facts in it. And if there are, again, then fantastic. I applaud that. But there are fewer factual. And then what I love, and then remember, facts, true scientific facts, should be challenged. That's what makes it science.
Yeah.
That's what makes it incredible.
But not only that, but what's interesting is how this
isn't science the measurement of
I know what you're about to say, and I can't. Go ahead.
It's a measurement of studying time and God, what's the word?
You're talking about the space and time?
No, just like time and measurement. I think relativity.
Okay.
I don't know. Don't quote me on this. I'm not
again, look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah.
But again, don't stop at just Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Don't stop at just those sources, because all sources, even when you get into higher academia, those are all hollow bones that being taught anyways. Like
measurement and time.
Okay.
Science.
Yeah.
And it's all relative anyways.
Yeah. Great,
right?
Scott.
I can't.
All right.
Can't go.
All right. Let's talk about some other shit. Let's go.
Okay. Well, here's what I wanna piggyback off of what Chava was saying about don't download your intelligence and stuff like that. But
I said personality too.
Okay.
Intelligence and personality.
But hear me out, you guys. Right now with technology, it's people are. I can make a friend in India. But without the internet and all that, I would have never met that person.
Interconnectedness has nothing to do with downloading intelligence and personality.
Right. That's why I want to piggyback off your conversation and branch off into so how do you guys feel about developing relationships with people that are all over the world?
I love it. I experience it all the time through social dating apps. I think I'm talking to someone who's here in my local hometown, and it turns out that they're just fishing for data from another country.
Okay.
Well, I love to talk to someone from overseas, get their perspective. The outside on looking in, like an Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
Yep, happens all the time. Alice in Wonderland. Fucking White Rabbit over here. Oh, I'm sorry. Flippin' White Rabbit over here.
What does the White Rabbit really mean, though?
I think you follow it and you just keep going down and down and down.
Was it a metaphor for heroin?
I think it's a metaphor for like. There's no
answer. Follow the drug.
Wait a minute. I think the White Rabbit is actually heroin.
Yeah.
White powder.
So wait. Wait. Let's okay.
Back it up.
So before heroin was introduced, it was the opioid was opium, right?
Right.
And morphine, dude. Morphine and opium. Imagine
that. They came from Japan or China?
No,
it came from the Middle East.
China and India.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Middle East.
Middle East, like
poppy.
Yeah.
Poppy seeds.
Right. In
the milk. The milk plant.
The milk of the milk.
The milk of the mother that makes you fucking awful.
But eventually, through science, ironically, they learned to turn chemicals and substances into something more powerful, and that became heroin. And Freud, who is adamantly used in higher academia, Freud is always quoted.
Yeah.
This is a dude who was addicted to morphine,
cocaine.
and cocaine, and opium.
Yeah.
But this is a godfather of our thought processes and our critical thinking when we talk about things in higher academia. Like, that's cool.
The biggest drug lord.
Well, no, not drug lord, drug user. So it's like if you like walk down the street and go talk to a crackhead and you're like, hey, what do you think about this? And you're like, oh yeah. This is going in my syllabus, in my book. You are correct. Yes.
Lay on the street corner and then talks to me,
But it's funny because it's used that way as a very divisive means to be able for current academics to be able to very slyly always have a topic to be able to be relevant on, right? So you write a book and then you're like, well, Freud said this, and you leave it open to opinion, right? And now you have your student write about your ideas on your book and Freud on his opinion. And then they leave their shit open. And it just becomes this whole crevasse of nonsense and bullshit that is this wide open area that is never going to be filled because it was never meant to be. It was never credible. It was never actually meant to be anything other than someone trying to keep tenure and their position.
All because of the white rabbit.
Well, Alice.
I took attention off the white rabbit, but anyways.
So what? So
wow,
were you saying that there was a meaning for Alice too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what was the meaning?
She was the subject.
Yeah.
She was the druggie.
She was the subject that was going through all these different
Okay, so what did the Mad Hat? What's the concept of the Mad Hatter? Time and measurement.
The med user.
Yeah.
The med user. He was already way in the rabbit hole, way so lost into it that it was what it was.
Yeah.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum were just some jackasses that were just they probably weren't even like heroin users, or probably like just ignorantly dumb, or maybe pot smokers or something like this.
The Queen was definitely the actual like provider of like everything, like the main person.
Yeah,
I feel.
Dude.
Yeah.
Man, we're really opening up the true story of it.
I don't know. Don't quote me on this. I was not in have to look him up, but who was the author? Lewis. Yeah.
So what do you? I mean, that was one great story. I don't even know like when that story was written, but what the other great story? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Well, I'll say Herman Melville's Moby Dick.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. It's about obsession, but it's also about addiction.
Yeah.
His addiction was to the white whale.
Yeah.
So another drug metaphor.
I don't think it's a drug metaphor, but it's what I'm referring to is it's about addiction. He's addicted to catching this whale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This thing that's escaping him.
Okay.
And he's willing to give up people in his crew
He
and
gave
gives
up his
no
life.
fucks. As long as he's able to, he's gonna go out looking for this fucking whale.
It's just like the same sense of like a lot of those anime shows where like the anti-hero were like, oh, my wife died, or my daughter died, but the only way I can save her is by killing millions of people and bringing them back. You find that a lot of the anime stories, where they're just trying to do a good thing to help themselves out, but in return they're hurting other people around them.
Yeah, kind of like Galactus in Marvel.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he needs to eat, but
anti-hero.
unfortunately, the food that he's eating has like living, breathing human beings and
plants.
Yeah.
But you'd think if Galactus has the power to create cosmic life, he would be able to generate his own planets to be able to consume.
That's what he poops out, right?
Yeah, these are the questions that kids would probably ask. Where does he go? Where does Galactus poop? Like, what does he poop? Little planets?
Asteroids?
Like,
yeah.
That's how the asteroids get started, huh?
Milk duds. That's why there's so many of them. That's why they're around. Or almond joy. Like,
Wow.
Milk chocolate matter.
Wow.
All right. So, are there any questions, topics, anything out there that's relevant, that's awesome, that maybe two three bunghole heads can answer? When's the last time we heard bunghole?
Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah, like 20 years ago almost.
I thought they were supposed to come back.
They did. They did it for a hot minute, and then they did two or three episodes, I think, and then like that was it.
They just didn't. They didn't like their response, huh? And killed it. Pulled the plug.
No, I think Mike Judge was like ready to How about the next president?
That was like clear Pepsi.
Yeah, no. Camacho Mountain Dew. He was like running for his campaign for the accuracy. He was like, oh shit, it's 2020. Camacho Mountain Dew, here we go.
Yeah, so shoot us a topic.
I don't know if Ava,
where you're all at.
I don't know if Ava has questions. Ava never asks any questions. Then again, who knows what's going on? It's have to apologize. It's the wee hours of.
It's the wee hours
but it's not everywhere else.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But most people don't know that. People know that I don't stream it at these hours. But for YouTube, you guys got to remember that this is going to be on YouTube, so it's kind of like it'll be there forever in a sense.
No. I don't give permission to YouTube to use my likeness.
You're a Jedi. You're gonna do the Jedi mind trick on the whole camera thing.
No, I'm not here, YouTube. And you know what?
Lord.
Yeah, robot my voice.
Lord, yeah.
So this is
make me sound like Optimus Prime, Lord.
So this is a time where you can share something, and it'll in a sense forever be on YouTube for someone else, maybe your kids, to come back and watch. So if you want to say your piece.
This piece of human wants to say, just help out your brethren. Don't be a dick. Sometimes people are dicks. Sometimes you just have to turn the other cheek, like they do in the Bible, and just help one another out. You live in this country, you live in this world. Your neighbors, act like a neighbor. Sometimes people need hugs. Sometimes people need food. Sometimes people need water. Yeah. Sometimes people just need advice. Just always try to be human. Just be a human. That's all I gotta say. Just be a human. Help one another out.
Even when your problems seem greater,
yeah,
than you can possibly surmount. Yeah. Sometimes it's okay to come out of those problems and put someone else first.
Yeah. That's weird that you say that, Chava, because during those times when I told you that I was walking, I was walking because there was problems, and I put my problems to the side, and I gave up my resources to accommodate for others, and to achieve that was to walk. So that was in regards to saving money on gas, and in order to pay the utilities and all that, for my grandparents, and I said I got 2 strong legs. All I got to do is walk. Too easy. But and then during those times of walking, I explained to you many times, dude, when walking at like 2:00 in the morning, because you got to make up. I'm walking to work.
Yeah.
So I gotta start walking like hours early. So when you're walking at those times and the world is like shut off, all the businesses are shut off. It's just the scurrying of raccoons and skunks and whatever. And of course the nightlife of, the people that you don't want to bump into.
Yeah.
Like the bums and the pushers and the hookers and cops that'll freaking drive by and flash a light at you. I had a cop. I'm just walking, and a cop followed me for a whole minute with a spotlight on my head for like a whole block. And I knew I wasn't doing anything wrong, but as soon as I would have turned my head, he would have went whoop whoop and freaking would have stopped me and asked me for questions.
Yeah. And all you were doing was walking.
And all I was doing was walking. But during that time of walking, it made me think about like the stuff that you're saying, about the stuff that you're going through, and I'm thinking about all of these problems that are going on, and I'm looking up at the stars, and I'm like, dude, man, we're not the only ones here, man. There's fucking shit going on all around, all over the place, and I'm thinking about, these problems. I'm thinking like, man, what I'm gonna eat tomorrow or whatever, and you gotta pay the bills and all that, and I'm like, dude, when you walk, you kind of freaking calm down.
Yeah.
And freaking like just do what's important and do what's necessary. Put your mind at check. And
Yeah.
it's I guess what I'm trying to say is what you're saying and what you're saying, what we're all saying. It's hard for the people that are listening. In this case, it might be YouTube. It might be some random person 2 years from now that'll watch this video, but they're gonna say like, "Well, I'm listening to their problems, but like, I have a personal problem. Like, how do I deal with my problem?" That's what's always like, kind of like they get snagged, and they're like, "I know
People
how."
need advice.
And sometimes the advice is like it goes through one ear and out the other, and it's like I don't know, man. It's like it's so hard.
Well, because most of the time we are our own best answers.
Yeah.
And sometimes we are our own best bottlenecks. We create our own best problems.
And a lot of it is because of pride.
Well, yeah, that. But also, again, we create 90% of our own problems.
Yeah.
Why not? Who else knows us better than ourselves?
How many times, I'm not putting you on the spot, but how many times have you had problems and you knew how to fix it, but you didn't do it?
Never.
Never.
I would say never.
Never?
Yeah.
I've had plenty of times where I had problems and I knew how to fix it and I just didn't do it. Do I consider myself lazy? You know? Or what?
No, dude, I'm telling you, like, my problems got problems. So
Okay.
I don't got time for problems.
Okay.
I don't want them in my life.
I see where
like,
I see where you're going.
I've become a vacuum for problems. And that's
I'm not sure, but if when Ava said that, but she says I agree with that, but we've been talking like sporadically about all kinds of stuff. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna take this moment to redo my brew. Gentlemen's, excusez-moi.
Gents.
Gents.
Und ladies. If there's any ladies out there. Yep. You know it.
Dude, what
I
do you?
just feel that like if you have a problem, you should think it
Not
through.
me. Not me. I just wanted one.
Yeah, I'll take one. So yeah, problems.
Oh, Ava says that she agreed with we create our own problems.
Do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do. Ava, you're right. We create our own problems, but the best way to do it is think about it instead of acting first.
I guess we don't need that. We can
Is what I
we can
feel.
put that away.
I don't know how you deal with your problems, but a lot of problems that I feel that suck at the time, but I take time to reflect and not act. And I think a lot of people act now before they reflect. So I think maybe you should reflect before you react. Cheers.
Yeah.
I got some.
Also,
I got some left.
Also,
Adam.
You know
Again,
what?
it seems so trivial, though. It seems so trivial for us to be sitting here saying problems and we're your own problems.
I think I have.
But guys, when you want to keep it real, like if you want to keep it real, sometimes problems become voids, become
Unfixable?
Crevasses, become depth, becomes this deepness, this void that is so real that sometimes you feel like you're so deep in depression. Sometimes you feel like you're so deep in, there's no way out.
Okay.
But just remember that the same way that it came into your life is the same way it was created. And I'm speaking personally, like I understand that I'm in a situation where I have a lot of things going on, business-wise, personally, work-wise, family-wise, that brings me a lot of heartache and pain. And sometimes I feel immobilized. Sometimes I feel like I don't know what to do. Sometimes I feel like I don't know where to go. sometimes I feel like there's nothing else I want to do other than just stay under the covers. Like, as long as I can hide, no one is going to look for me, even though they are. And that's a really horrible place to be in, because all we need is a refresher to understand that it's just how we're perceiving things. Like, the best way to get out of my situation is to completely do the opposite of what I'm doing currently. And if I find myself without any answers to my situation, it's because I put myself there and I created those barriers. So it's almost like I'm playing a game with myself, right? It's this really severe game that we play with ourselves that we can't get out of.
So I try to hide from my problems, but Adam knows me too well and calls me out on my shit.
But so Ava understands what I'm talking about. Like we are our own best chess masters.
Yeah.
In that no one will ever play us any better than ourselves in this game we call life. And it's not easy. I'm not making it simple. I'm not trivializing it. I'm just calling it what it is. The best way to face the opponent is to be able to define it. And if everything's in a fog, then you'll never be able to define it. But if you know, I can make my life better by waking up 1 more hour early than I am, then wake up 1 more hour early.
Right.
If you know, hey, maybe I shouldn't have this last beer, then don't do it.
Yeah, like I did today.
If you know there are things you should be doing that you're not,
right,
then do the opposite until it becomes a habit. And you have to do it enough till it becomes a habit to break out of whatever cycle you're in, because you put yourself in the suck. Yeah. You put yourself in the deep to begin with.
Yeah. I think I'm doing that. In the last month, I've been changing my sleeping habits. I've been changing my eating habits, and you're right. You do it by baby steps, and then all of a sudden it naturally becomes a habit.
Dude, but it's not easy, dude.
No.
Just because I'm calling it out as it is doesn't mean it's fucking easy. I'm telling you for a fact, it's not easy.
It's not easy, and you should always challenge yourself to do the better thing instead of thinking about bad things.
Yeah.
I have been thinking about, like, other than like maybe just taking care of my body, I've been also thinking about like I'll see somebody, and I decided that I wanted to take care of my body because I want to help others, and I need a good base. I need to have a strong foundation, and if I'm not strong mentally and physically, how am I going to help my loved ones? You know, I need to
help yourself. Don't be selfless.
No. Well, I'm doing that for myself first, to help myself first, and then I'll be able to help others.
Yeah. It's not easy, dude. Everything I'm talking about.
Well, it's a never-ending.
It's a never-ending battle.
Yeah.
Right? It's a never-ending battle, and sometimes it's a secular thing. Like, it comes and it goes, and sometimes you're able to ramp up to get that power, and you're greater, better human being, and you're working out, you're doing this, you're doing that, and then boom, you come back down again. Then boom, you go back up again because you find that power and you find that greatness, and you're like, blah, 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 blah.
He's talking about the cheesecakes that I want to buy, and I eat one.
But again, it's a very human thing, and you're not alone. Everyone is doing it. Everyone, in one sense or another. So I've gone through life disparagingly, looking at other folks, looking at families in particular. I'm a single dad. I've got 2 incredible boys. My boys jump in on the stream sometimes, Polo and Tavi.
Yeah, they both
do. What breaks my heart is that I look at family units, right? I look at a dad and I look at a mom that are together, and it looks like they got all their shit together, right? They have all their shit together. And there's this dad, this like total like dude, there's this total dude that's got all his shit together and is, like, and like it breaks my heart because it's like I want to be that dude for my boys, right?
Yeah.
I want to have it all together, right? I want to find a partner, right? And I want to be that total unit for my boys, and then have this white picket fence family, right? For my
almost like a utopia.
Yeah, like but dude, at the same time, it turns out that family, this total dude and total wife, don't have their shit together.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
they
just
don't
on the
have
outside.
their shit together.
Yeah.
They've got their problems too.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
But dude, like, you got problems? I'm here.
Yeah.
Also's got problems? I'm here for you, brother. Like, that's the whole point, is that as long as we're able to support each other all together on the way up, like, it makes a huge difference.
On a funny side of, like, looking through it through like a Mad Magazine like kaleidoscope, there's been several situations for the holidays, because how Chava was talking about like a perfect family, and then the holidays come up, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and you immediately think, oh shoot, I'm not gonna go to this particular house, and I'm not gonna see my grandma and my mom and my dad and my sister like all together in one humble abode and have a great dinner and have a great Christmas, because it's not like that in reality, but yet I'm like saying to myself, every other day besides that holiday, I'm calm and collected, I'm fine, and I live my life, I go about my business, and I'm happy here and there. But it's just that one day, this so-called holiday, that's Thanksgiving or Christmas, you get that peer pressure of like
guilt.
Yeah. It's like, well, I don't have a mom or a dad, or I haven't seen my sister, and hold on, and I walked into the bar and I had that conversation with you at one time, and like I go, hey, I had seen him at the View, and I say, hey, what are you doing for the holidays? And it was too late. It really came out of my mouth, and I felt rude, because it's like at these times, people, the majority, for me, my experience, it's never happy. There's always some kind of friction going on where. And like, well, I gotta go here for an hour, and then I gotta go to this house for an hour because they'll hate me if I don't go here, and it's that one day that just puts a wrench in your whole life and just tears up your heart. And it's just kind of, you sit back and it's like, but every other day is great. Why does that day kind of like just tear you up inside? Is it peer pressure? Is this just how society is? The culture? I probably opened up a fucking Pandora's box on that situation, but
yeah, jeez, man.
But it's true. I'm letting you guys know that I'm fine every other day, but as soon as Thanksgiving comes around,
holidays, pressure.
I get pressure from people wanting me to strictly be here or there.
Well, okay, I'll say this. How about this?
Yeah.
No one should tug at any of your heartstrings, emotional strings, whatever kind of strings you want to put out there.
Right.
Unless they're in your life every day.
Yeah.
How about that?
Fucking badass.
Because if someone is if they're only there, if they're only a holiday Adam, that's not good enough.
Yeah. If they're like, you should do this, I'm like, well, I see you like once a year.
Yeah, it's only for the holidays.
How do you know me?
Yeah.
Like how you're like,
not good
you
enough.
see I'm like struggling, but like
not good
see
enough.
Why I'm struggling, or like why I'm feeling sad, or like why I'm happy.
Yeah.
Like I don't really know you because I see you once a year.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. So.
If they're only going to be a holiday person, I'm sorry. That's cool. Yeah. Then you can be privy to me when I'm available on the holidays. Until then, no big deal.
It sounds like that relative is a Debbie Downer. Womp, womp,
Wah,
womp,
wah.
womp.
How about we talk about something that's not down?
Yeah.
How about we get up? How about we get up on some shit?
Okay.
How
about we get up like James Brown?
Ooh.
Get on up.
But he does talk about getting down.
Get up.
Get on down.
Get up.
But he only talks about getting down after he gets up.
Yeah.
He gets up and then
gets
he gets
up.
down.
Like he gets up.
Get
like
on
he jumps up.
Get
like
on
you only jump up.
Get up
and then
now.
you get down, but then you gotta get up again.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is something that I've been wanting to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
For those of you guys that are watching, during a past broadcast, I'm sitting here with two amazing individuals that have knowledge of music, booze, liquor, beer, and all this stuff of like that would be used to enjoy life. Well, I mean, there's other things to enjoy, but I've always wanted
yes,
to.
There is.
I always wanted to invite friends and family. I finally have this whole place to myself. Finally have my own apartment. I've always wanted to have great friends, great people walk through. Invite them in and just sit down and listen to great music. I have a turntable. I have a cassette tape player. Just to everybody know that just this is a time where we all congregate and just have everything just slow down, chill, and start just playing some records, light up some cigars, pour a glass of brandy, relax.
Yeah.
Don't even have to talk about anything. Just
bourbon. Who drinks brandy?
Just play the next song, Adam. It's no problem.
Yeah.
Anyways, just slow down. Take what my parents and my grandparents used to say as a chill pill.
Take a chill pill.
Take a chill pill. Take a chill pill. It's the newest innovation that's coming out right now.
Now it's the red pill and the blue pill.
Yeah, no. It's coming out right now. I'm dispensing it right here, right now. It's called the chill pill. Just chill out.
Yeah.
Think before you react.
It's hard to do.
It is.
And it's easier said than done, guys. Yeah. And to be quite honest, like chilling, depending on what's going on in your life, really depends on you wanting to chill. And those out there know exactly what I'm talking about.
Not having to impress anybody.
Please, if you're in that moment where you need to chill, we're here for you. That's what we're here for, right? There's no aggravation.
Oh, yeah.
There's no... And even if we have varying views, doesn't matter, right? It's we're just having a good time. Then you know what? Then chime in, have a varying view, and tell us where we went wrong, right? But be here for those moments to just chill and relax.
Yeah.
These are those moments where you want to put this podcast on and do work around the house. Or not.
Or just think about it. I don't know.
Or maybe you're having a beer and you just want to zone out. Maybe you're doing some work.
But Ava doesn't drink beer.
Or you're having a tea or a coffee. A cocktail, anything,
or a water.
Yeah, whatever it is.
What about a drug?
Okay, if you want to smoke, smoke.
Yeah, if you want to smoke some weed, like you're probably already thinking about shit. If you're smoking weed, if you're not, like you just like need to sometimes sit down and like set your emotions aside, away from
play some Cypress Hill and
get down with the sickness.
I heard that they got sued so bad on one of them songs that it just almost like bankrupted them.
Which one?
Like, I Want to Get High. Like one of those like very potty songs.
Cypress Hill?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So is it just me or has anyone really gone down the rabbit hole? Full circle. With these car building shows on Netflix.
No.
Car building. I mean, I watch them every now and then.
Shout out to what the show's Gotham Garages, whatever it's called.
There's a bunch of them.
No, this is amazing. And there's okay. I'm gonna be a total dude.
Okay.
There's particularly one person in this show.
Super hot babe.
In this, the garage is called Gotham Garage. I forget the name of the show, but the show is on Netflix.
There's a Vicky Vale on the show.
A Vicky Vale.
This woman
Vicky Vale
is quite possibly the most
hotter than a Valkyrie.
Hotter than a Valkyrie, dude. She
Hotter
is
than a Valkyrie.
Even misspelled Valkyrie.
No. let me explain why. Let me count the ways. This woman is so mechanically inclined.
Okay.
There isn't a motor I haven't seen her work on that she didn't know what to do.
But then it is a show. Pre fat checks.
I don't like what you're saying right now because you're going against my fantasy. You're going against my fantasy right now, Adam.
I'm enjoying it.
And I don't care for it.
Okay.
But there's no motor, classic American motor, that this woman, Constance, this woman who's drop dead gorgeous to begin with. Let's put that to the side already. Already it's like 100%. Like how do you get above 100% in this world? This woman is already 100%. She's gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. You get above 100% by she is 1000% mechanically inclined, putting together motors from start to finish, American motors, and it's amazing and brilliant.
We can technically look her up.
That'd be weird, dude. You don't want to do that. Look her up.
You don't want to do it.
You don't. No, don't be a troll. You don't want to do that.
Do it.
Nah, you don't want to do that, dude. No, wait, here you go. Go to Google inconstance.com. No, I'm kidding. You don't want to do that. You don't
do it.
Hurry up.
Do it.
Hurry up. The faster, the better.
Do it.
Okay, fingers do the walking.
What am I doing?
Well, I don't know the name of the show, or you're on the URL. Right now. Computer. He's like on Star Trek right now. Yeah. Computer. Look up.
Oh my God!
Look at this! Look at this! She's like number 1.
Wow.
Oh! Oh my God! She's wrong.
Now.
Oh my God!
Put the cursor down to open up the toolbar.
Okay.
Down, and then bring up this little tool right there.
This one.
Yeah. So we can. Yeah. Oh shoot! What did I do?
Whoa! You're putting on. Like
Discord server says
just
no.
exit out.
You're
and then
bringing up.
Could you bring your cursor over to this window over here, please? And then exit out.
Oh shit! Here we go. All right. All right. Exit out.
I fat keyed something. Okay. You're
good.
Then,
and then you want me to go this way?
Well, I mean.
Okay. How about this? We go to images.
Just be careful of the images.
Whoa!
Images.
How about this? Working on cars.
Have I?
What are those blue dots for?
Blue dots.
Why aren't any of the blue dots on the engine?
Oh.
Whoa!
So they blow my mind, man. Internet.
She's not just an incredibly gorgeous model.
Terms of service.
Look at my cursor is like.
Twitch terms of service. Be careful on what images you click on.
Okay. I like how they're like Gotham Garage, Constance's husband.
Gotham Garage.
Oh my God! Be careful with what you show. Yeah, on the stream. Yeah.
You might crash the stream.
No, it's just that there's.
There we go.
Not safe for work.
This is Google. It's safe for work.
It's a Google. This is safe for work.
All right. So this chick, No, I want her working on a
be
motor.
Be careful with the pictures.
I want her
man.
working on a motor. Why is she being all like? Look at this. Okay, there we go. How about that?
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
How about that?
Thank
What,
you.
what do I
Thank
do?
you.
What do I do with this?
Eat your goddamn Quaker Oats. That's all I gotta say about that. Looks like she's like, is that, what the fuck is that? Is that like...
She's working on a motor,
Is
dude.
that a motor?
Yeah.
She's
Like, or is
working
that
on a
oatmeal?
motor.
No, that's the
Oatmeal on
air.
top.
That's the air intake.
That's the air intake.
That's the
Dude,
air intake,
guys,
that
I'm
white
telling
stuff?
you, this. I've been binge watching these. I don't know how I got into this like car.
Because of the
mania.
girl.
The girl.
How did I get into this?
How did I get in this show with this hot lady?
Did you guys get into car
lady?
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady.
Lady.
Jesus
Hey, that's
Christ.
a Beastie Boys song.
Hey, ladies, get funky. Boop, 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 boop.
Girls, all they want to do is have fun.
Yeah.
Ava, you see, all this morning I was dealing with them.
All they want to have is fun.
You see, Ava, if you ever come out to hang out, you're gonna have to deal with these two.
Ava, maybe minus one. You know, that way you can deal with just one.
Ava,
Come out. I'll just
Ava,
make myself like invisible and never like show.
Ava,
What's
can
up?
you bring her along, and then it will be +2.
No.
Girls.
So you're just gonna leave that picture up though for the
Sure,
whole...
why not? Okay, let's talk about. Can we talk about something serious? Do you guys really believe that the
Earth is flat.
I was gonna say, I thought he was gonna...
we're not going there. We're not going to flat Earth.
No.
Hey, are we gonna? Can you get a bigger version of this, please? Dude,
I think you can.
Please.
You can do like a Google copy image.
Search web for the image.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah.
We want to. Oh.
Just be careful. Look, you're gonna get my.
Oh my god! I broke the stream.
You're gonna get my stream banned, man.
Okay, where do I go for a big? How do I know it's a big picture? You pick a big picture.
What? See,
All right, I want to talk about like the COVID.
I'm staying out of this conversation.
The COVID shot. The COVID cure.
The Cobra Kai's.
Cobra Kai.
Oh shit! We can talk about Cobra Kai.
Go out today.
Have you watched it?
Ava's watched it.
Dude, have you watched it?
Tell me the end. Tell me everything.
I'm not gonna tell you the end, dude. It is...
Ava, they're gonna tell me everything. Yes.
Cobra Kai is. All right.
The Doors.
Does anybody die? Does anybody die? Yes, somebody dies.
Friend. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
They all die.
The blonde
Everyone
guy,
dies.
the Cobra
Everyone
Kai blonde
dies.
guy
Everyone
dies.
dies in the end.
Does
Daniel
LaRusso dies?
Yep.
The Russo.
Everyone
Okay, I already know
dies,
how he
man.
dies.
Like
Choking
with
on a hoagie sandwich.
No. Somebody does a crane kick on him.
No,
Yeah,
man.
in his throat.
They like expose his weakness and sweep the leg.
Wait a minute! Don't tell him the end. LaRusso gets crane kicked in the jugular and dies.
His leg is swept.
He
Sweeped.
dies from a leg sweep.
Yep, he dies from a leg sweep.
You need to watch it. I watched like the first 3 episodes, and then YouTube kicked me.
Cobra Kai is quite honestly my favorite show.
Better than
made
Dukes of
right
Hazzard?
now.
Better than the A-Team?
Just good old boys. Never been in no
Better than the Duke Boys?
Making the way, the only way they know how.
Whoa, the general. Jesus Christ.
What was the name of the dog?
Duke.
Flash.
Let's
get him,
Flash. Get him, Flash. Get him.
And then what was the name of the sheriff? Always wearing white?
Boss Hog, man.
Boss Hog.
Boss Hog.
I'll give you... Are you Ava? Just so I can watch Cobra Kai. And I'll watch it.
All right. I say you should take her up on that. And dude, watch it.
I'll
Because
watch it.
because it is quite honestly
It was great.
It's one of those shows where
it's great, like perspective, like you're like, oh shit, like now that I think of it, Johnny like had a fucking shitty girlfriend, and Danny was a piece of
all
shit.
right, let's not get it wrong though.
All right,
Johnny is a complete shitbag. He's an asshole
through the whole show.
He was an asshole through the movies. Danny LaRusso was a complete asshole
Ava,
through the movies.
Yeah,
they were both equal fucking assholes.
They were both like
and
egotistical
how
fucking
Danny
dipshits.
LaRusso just happened to come across this avatar of
His name's Danielson.
Okinawan fucking karate master is beyond me. All right, now
Maybe it was
let's take martial arts and let's kind of whitewash it. Yeah.
No, it's this whitewash.
Which way do we whitewash? Whitewash on.
I can't get into this, man. I'm white, so I can't like fucking.
So wait, but again, because just having a horrible life does not give you an avenue.
A freaking asshole. She
does
says.
not give you a right to be an asshole, right? Just because you have a horrible life, it was his upbringing, right? His upbringing gave him that horrible asshole life. His father's situation, his family situation, his dojo situation, his sensei situation, all fucking shitbag shit, which created him. But what I love about this guy, and what I love about this show, is the redeeming qualities of what it means to be a human being, having imbued with all of this garbage, having it shoved down your throat, and then watching this guy come out of it to be such a great, admirable person, where you're like, what kind of shit was shoved down my throat that I should probably be breaking free from, just like this guy.
Cheesecake.
Break free from cheesecake. But this guy, again, like I love the show because of this character. I love this character.
Better than Danielson?
Danielson sucks, man. This dude is like,
Is he still trying to sell you cars throughout the whole show?
The whole show, dude.
He's still trying to sell you.
I bought one.
You bought one of his cars?
I bought one of the cars. Jesus Christ, I waxed on and waxed off.
Wait a minute, but the sensei was the greatest part of the movies.
There's you can't have,
especially when he got his nose
You can't
honked.
have a great hero if you don't have a great villain. You're right. But what I'm saying is that in these shows, like, Johnny is really...
The only villain is time through these movies.
And you know the end of it when the oh wow. So wait, you didn't like it?
No, I loved it, man. I thought it was great. I thought it was great. I just think that like there's.
Well, I mean, the reason why I ask is you finished your beers, you grabbed your keys, it's like you're getting ready to go. We're talking about a subject.
Yeah. Yep. Just throwing it down, man. Last minute, like. Yeah.
Yep.
He said, "This is the end.
This is the end. My only friend, the end." And I don't want to fuck my mother. Sorry.
Wait, what?
That's the unlegit, like, this is the end. Do you remember? Like,
that'd be
my mother.
We just made a great gif. You said, "I don't want it," and then all of a sudden I looked at the camera like, zoinks.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah. Don't remember that like song that?
I remember Oedipus Rex.
Yeah, you don't remember like the 20-minute version.
I remember the Doors song. I had no clue it was about
where he's like,
doing.
Mother, I want to fuck you. Father, I want to kill you.
That's Oedipus Rex.
Maybe Ava might remember, or like look it up.
Yeah, that's Oedipus Rex.
Don't want to fuck my mother, but that was like the original Doors song where. Hello, mother.
What about the...
I want to
fuck you.
Do you guys know the story about In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida?
In the Garden of Eden?
Well, yeah, it was what it was intended, but he got in trouble.
What?
Yeah. That's
Bart
how.
Simpson? Bart Simpson? Bart Simpson when he replaced the All right. Well, it's time for me to go.
Bart Simpson.
Yeah, Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
Time for me to go.
All right, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you stayed.
Yeah.
You stayed for almost 2 hours, man.
I tried. Don't judge me. Just
Brought the beers.
yeah. Well, thanks, Ava. I hope you don't judge me too much. Okay, cool. All right.
All right,
Check
man.
you later.
Also, we love you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this chair.
Thanks
to
for
go
having
back
me.
where
Oh
it's
yeah,
supposed
you
to
gotta
be.
lift it up. You gotta stand up
Yeah.
and lift it up. Yeah, it's this
right,
chair
maybe
is
I
like
won't.
his legs are.
I'll come to you.
All right, bro.
He wants
Sensei.
to say goodbye.
All right, my brother.
Bye. Yeah. Thanks for having me. Thanks for great Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for a great day, man.
All right.
It's only the beginning.
Mondays, dude.
Ava. Woo. Deuces.
Adios, she says.
She says she's totally judging you.
I'm sure. Everyone is always judging me. I'm a human. But cool. All right. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
He said he was Cuban.